You know what today is? What is up, everybody? So today we're going to break right into the news. I got two topics that I want to go over, two news items, both from Nintendo Wire today. But then I want to debate something. Not really debate something. I need your advice. I'm not really sure, and I kind of want to talk it out with you guys, because I think if I talk it out, I might be able to figure things out and come to a conclusion on my own. So let's just jump right in. Pretty much potential leaks at this point, but Jakks Pacific's toys, everybody knows the world of Nintendo and all those toys, the amazing toy line that Jakks Pacific does. Some things got leaked today, and when you look it over, there's some pretty cool stuff. So there's a Nintendo plush with sound that's coming out. They got some different things, like, I have like a question block that when I hit it, it chimes and stuff. So what they're talking about here is a Navi. I guess it'll say, hey, listen, which is kind of cool. A DK barrel, fire flower. So those things are kind of neat. You know what I mean? Like, I guess when you hit the fire flower, it probably does the doot-doot like that, like it's shooting a whatever, Then it has a kingdom for a villain or princess. It's the Mushroom Kingdom playset. So it essentially is the castle. It's Peach's castle. It has the flagpole with the Mario flag on it. It's got some blocks. It looks like it comes with Bowser, but I'm not really sure if it actually comes with Bowser or he's sold separately. That's kind of neat. They also sell from Breath of the Wild. They're going to have a bow with the archer and the arrows and all that stuff. Looks pretty cool. It's got suction cups on the end of the arrow, so that's kind of neat. You know what I mean? So this is kind of cool. Nintendo tape racers. These are cool. Like, it's basically you lay out a track, kind of like Mario Kart, and it comes with little racers, and it's got like the one set has the blue shell with Yoshi and Mario and Luigi and all that, and then you got a Piranha Plant and Piranha Pete. And all these different things. Like, it's really, really cool. The one thing that's kind of neat is the San Diego Comic-Con 2017 exclusive. It's the 8-bit Mario with a Princess Peach or Princess Toadstool, depending on what you grew up as. But that's kind of neat, man. I like it. It's really, really cool. So that's pretty much it. Speaking of cool things, Majora's Mask is actually in the DLC pack that's coming tomorrow. You can actually wear the mask. It says that essentially you can kind of blend in with some different enemies, like you could with some of the masks that you got from the Monster Maker and stuff. It's kind of neat, man. Apparently when they talked about DLC, that was the first thing that Anuma said he wanted in it. He wanted a Majora's Mask, true to life, true to form. So that's kind of neat. I kind of like it. I can't wait for this DLC pack. I'll be honest with you. Like, at first, when they first announced it, I did buy it right away. Not gonna lie. But I was kind of hesitant at first, because I thought, like, is it really gonna be great? Is it gonna be amazing? I knew the second pack I definitely wanted. But I like this Trial of the Sword thing, and I can't wait to play that. Like, I think that's gonna be a lot of fun. So I'm really looking forward to that part, and we'll see what happens. So, that's all. So this is where I need some help. And the buzz, like, I go on the internet, I go on YouTube, and all I'm reading is F Nintendo, forget about Nintendo, forget about this Super Nintendo Classic, and nobody's going to really get them but scalpers, and I'm not going to fight for them and all that. And so it's kind of been weighing on me, and it's kind of been beating me up, and I'm thinking to myself, man, do I really want this thing? Do I really want to go through all the trouble? Do I want to go through the hassle? So I started to look at the games, and I was like, well, maybe the games will speak to me. Maybe this thing is for me, and I don't know. So I want to kind of go through a couple here. You got like Super Mario World. I got that on my Wii U and my 3DS. I don't know that I need that. Like, that's not really a big thing. Super Mario Kart, it's not even a great Mario Kart version, but I do have it on my Wii U already. And I do still have my Wii U hooked up, and it's ready to go. Like, I can play these things at any time. Like, Legend of Zelda Link to the Past, again, 3DS and my Wii U. F-Zero, it's on my Wii U. Super Metroid, it's on my Wii U. Street Fighter Turbo, like, I basically bought Street Fighter 2 for my Switch. It's a better version than this. I mean, I don't really need this, do I? Super Punch-Out, I have it on my Wii U. Castlevania 4 on my Wii U. Donkey Kong Country, I have that on my 3DS. Mega Man X, that's 1 through 7 on my Wii U. Plus, I also have X 1 and 2, all on my Wii U, so I don't really need that. Like, Kirby Superstar, I'm not the biggest Kirby fan, honestly, but I didn't, like, I don't have this game, so this game really doesn't speak to me. We're going to skip Final Fantasy 3 at this point. We're going to skip Kirby's Dream Course because I know it's supposed to be a great mini golf game, but I'm not really into this, and I don't know that I'm going to be excited about it. Star Fox, wasn't a fan of this version. Like, I like Star Fox 64. I felt like Star Fox 64 was the best version of Star Fox. Not a huge Star Fox fan. This one I could take or leave. If I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. Yoshi's Island, Super Mario World 2, I wasn't a fan of. Couldn't stand Baby Mario crying. So, it's a cool looking game. Like, aesthetically, it's amazing. Just not into it. Then you got Super Mario RPG. It hasn't held up over time. It doesn't look good. I do, by the way, have it on my Wii U. Contra 3, I do have that on my Wii U. Secret of Mana, we're going to skip over that one for a second. Earthbound, I have it on my Wii U, my 3DS, and Super Ghouls and Ghosts, don't have it, but I wasn't really a big fan of it. So now that you go through the list and it's like, man, I basically have all these games. What are the things that speak to me that go, I should probably get this? So I thought about it, I was like, the only two games on here that really are talking to me that I should probably grab is Final Fantasy 3 and Secret of Mana, right? So I look at those two and I go, well, let me look at eBay and see what I could pay for these if I was to buy them just the cartridge and play it in a Super Nintendo. And you're looking at basically, the cheapest I saw on eBay for Final Fantasy 3 was $24. But on average, it's 50 to 60 bucks. So then you look at Secret of Mana, and it's 60 bucks all day long. So right now, I'm looking at an $80 value just between those two, give or take. But the thing that's the determining factor for me that pushes me over the edge are the Super Nintendo controllers. The reason being is I can take those controllers, I can hook them to my Wiimote, and then I can play those games on my Wii U. And that's basically what's... These two games and those controllers are the determining factor, because when you look at this, it's like, man, I don't really need this. So for me, here's the thing. I've come to grips with this. If I get one, I get one. If I don't, I don't. I'm not going to drive myself crazy like I did with the NES Classic. Because honestly, I didn't play the NES Classic that much. I actually, what the NES Classic made me do was go out and buy my Retron HD, which I love. I love going and buying classic games and playing it in this thing. So, if anything, that's what my thinking is maybe I go buy a new Retron that can play Super Nintendo games, which they might even be in the works of making one. That might be the answer for me. But I guess we'll see at the end. But if I can get one, I can get one. If I can't, I can't. And I think ultimately that's what I wanted to say to you guys was, you need to look at these lists of games and say to yourselves, like, do I really need these games? And if you do, then go for it. Because it's the cheapest version you're going to get of these games. But if you have the games, most of them I have. I'm missing 4 off this list, 5 off this list, and Star Fox 2, which again, I'm not a big Star Fox fan. So that's not a make or break sell for me. That's not something that makes me go, I have to have this console. So I'm in a predicament where I'm just like, I'm evaluating this, and I'm going, I love the Super Nintendo. It's my all-time favorite console, but maybe I want a little more. Maybe I want to actually buy some of these cartridges. But I don't know. What are you guys thinking? Like, what's your feelings on this? Do you really feel like you have to have this thing? Or are you kind of like, as the internet's talking, listening a little bit and going, maybe I don't need this thing? I don't know. Let me know in the comments below what your feelings for this thing is. Are you hyped about it, or you just feel like, I'm going to let it go and I'm going to let it pass me by? That is all. Thank you guys for watching. As always, you guys are amazing. Straight up amazing. I love you guys all. This ride I've been on is just, you guys got me amped up so high, man. It is, love you guys. Follow me, Instagram, Twitter, at Nintendo Gurus. If you liked the video, please click like, share it with your friends, subscribe if you're not a subscriber. That is all. See me later.